Hello! Today I'm going to be talking to you about the CRAP test, which is Introduction to Research and knowing if your source is credible to use in your essay. So, how can you know if your sources are credible? You can use the CRAP test. CRAP stands for current, making sure your source is current. Reliable, making sure it's coming from a reliable source that you can use. Author, making sure the author is credible. And purpose, knowing the purpose of the source. Current. So, how recently was your source published? It should at least be in the 2000s, even better if it's in the 2010s or later. We're always learning new information. The more current your source is, the more likely the information is going to be accurate. Reliable. You want to know if it's fact or if it's opinion. It's always better to use fact in most essays. You want to know if the information lines up with other research you've done or things you might already know, and are there references for quotes or data in the source. All things to look out for. When thinking about the author, you want to know, is there an author listed? And if there is, are their credentials listed? Perhaps if they're a scientist in the field or their degrees, those types of things. Is there a way to contact them if you have more questions or concerns? And is the publisher or sponsor of the article credible? And lastly, about purpose. You want to know what the purpose of the website or the article was. For example, are they trying to sell you something, or is it Wikipedia? Those types of things. Those things would generally not be credible. You also want to look at the domain. Is it .com, .edu, or .org? All of those types of things. And you might want to think about who would benefit from believing the website's content. So, let's check out a few scenarios and see if these specific scenarios would pass the CRAP test to help explain it further. First, one of your favorite celebrities was just diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. You want to read about treatment options, and you find a medical journal that was published in 1973. So, you might ask yourself, would this pass the CRAP test? No, this would not pass the CRAP test because the source is inaccurate, because articles from medical journals and medical treatments become outdated very quickly. So you would not want to use an article from 1973. Let's check out another example. You are writing a report about air pollution. You find a recent article written by a scientist about pollution in the oceans. Would this pass the CRAP test for your specific essay? No, this would not pass the CRAP test for your specific essay because it's irrelevant, because it is not on the right topic. If you're writing an essay about ocean pollution, it could be a good article to use, but not on air pollution. Let's look at another example. You start tutoring. The student needs extra help in math. You don't know what math skills are appropriate for this student, so you search up the curriculum guides on the Newfoundland government website. So you can ask yourself, is this a credible source to use in my essay? And would it pass the CRAP test? Yes, indeed, that would pass the CRAP test because information is coming from a government website and is therefore a reliable source. So you can remember that using government sources in your essays are generally reliable and would be fine to use. And let's look at one more example. Alex is writing an essay on climate change and uses a peer-reviewed article from the Nature Climate Change website to support his points about rising sea levels. The article is written by experts and includes recent data and is credible references and published in 2025. So, would this be good for Alex to use in his essay? Yes, This would also pass the CRAP test because Alex used a peer-reviewed article, so it was peer-reviewed by other scientists and professors, and it was on an appropriate topic for his essay and came from a reliable organization with up-to-date information published in 2025. All of those things together add up that it would pass the CRAP test and be good for Alex to use in his essay. Thank you for watching.